Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Ladies Night In. We are glad that you have tuned in. We're going to give you guys a few minutes to come in and see who's here tonight. So Ladies Night In is a show all about scenarios, truth, truth or dare. Ladies, are we truth or daring tonight?
We can.
Okay, so I'm going to let the ladies introduce themselves. My name is Trey Kearney. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a boy mom. I love my sons. I have a 28-year-old, a 22-year-old, and a 13-year-old on the autism spectrum. I'm an advocate for black men, and I just love to hold women accountable for their part in a breakdown of relationships. So I'm going to spin it around and around.
Hey everybody, my name is Kim. I'm a single mom, 2 kids, also a boy mom. My oldest son is 33 years old. He's married. I have a lovely daughter-in-law. And my youngest son is 23 years old. He's actually one of our bar stars tonight.
Woo!
And I'm a professional. I am a military veteran. And I'm here for...
Single or married?
Single. Very single. I am here for all that we are going to talk about tonight.
Single. I'm living the single.
Cheers.
Life.
My name is Laura, and I'm an Aquarius. And I
Float on.
Married with 2 kids, 30 and 26. And
Married how long?
33 years married. And we are empty nesters, so we are living our best life right now.
We don't want to hear about all that.
Living our best life right now. That's a whole nother show. And professional and previous person that talked, her kids are my godchildren. So, we got a whole connection going on.
Ooh.
And, I'm here for it.
And her daughters are my spirit.
Wait, hold on. Let me pull that back around.
I'm going to go back over there.
Her daughters are my spirit children.
Amen.
Oh, her spirit children. We're going to talk about that later. Keisha!
Hi, people.
Keisha!
My name is Keisha. I have 2 kids. My oldest is
33.
And my youngest is 27?
You can't remember how old your kids are?
No. I'm living my life
Bar
now,
stars, come take her drink.
No.
Come take her drink.
I finally got my life back, okay?
Oh.
So now I'm living my life.
Living my best life.
It's complicated.
And I'm sitting now with my new man.
Oh!
And I graduated from the School of Hard Knocks.
Oh, no, I'm sitting down with my new man. So tonight, we're going to start with our first segment is things that make you go, So here is the question, ladies.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared, but here's the question. If you found out your man, and some of us are single, but if you were with a man, if you had a man, if you found out your man slept with another man in high school or college, how would that make you feel, and what would you do? Who would like to go first?
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let's go over here to Keisha, because Keisha
raw.
Keisha, if you found out that your man in high school or college now.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Hopefully he would tell me that first.
If you found out, ma'am. I didn't say tell you that.
If it didn't happen after that, I'm good. As long as it don't happen when we're together, I'm good. I don't care about what he did in the past because he don't know what I did in the past.
Wait a minute. Well, let's talk about your little shady past. Wait a minute. What did you do in high school and
she said hard knocks, so
yes. I'm good with it. As long as it's not being done while we're together. I'm okay with that.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, she is okay with that fact. Laura, if you found out that your husband slept with another man.
I can't even put my husband in that conversation because my mind can't even wrap around because he's just so not that person. But if I were not married to him and I found out that the person I was with had done that.
Now this is high school to junior high, and they were...
a part of me is, well, are those your tendencies? Now, are you suppressing them with me?
Okay, let's
That's my
talk about
first
it.
thing.
Right.
And then my second thing is, are we gonna have a party?
Uh-oh.
So which direction am I going?
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying. So, but it can't be my husband because I can't even fathom
I understand, but
my
if
husband in that
situation.
Yeah, but if I was in it, I probably wouldn't care.
Oh.
At that time, I wouldn't care if it was something that happened in the past. But we would talk about it.
Okay. Kim.
I would be nervous. I would be nervous
That's a
because
good one.
if they did it once,
Uh-oh.
Is
If
it
he-
suppressed?
Oh.
did he enjoy it? Would he look to do it again with someone more mature? I would be nervous.
Okay.
Honestly, I would be
But
nervous.
you know what? Those are experimental years. So
So what does experimental
You think.
years
I
mean?
mean, you're young then. You don't know what you really want, what you are. I wouldn't put it against, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not saying I did it, but
I'm not saying I did it because we starting to look at you with a crooked eye right now. Like,
I've done a lot of things. But I've learned.
right?
So I'm not going to hold that against someone else. As long as that's it. It's in your past. You're done. We're good.
Okay, so listen, if you just tuned in, our things that make you go, tonight is if you found out your husband, boyfriend, or fiance had a affair or experimented, right, in high school or college with someone of the same sex, what would you do or how would that make you feel? I'm just going to say this for myself. I wouldn't be so happy with it, not the fact that they experimented, but the fact that they didn't tell me, which would lead me to believe that they're a liar, because you took away my ability to make a decision
Right.
to move forward with you.
Right.
If you had told me that, so were you manipulating me because you said to yourself, if I told her I slept with another man or I experimented or kissed another man, would she leave me? So you took away my opportunity to make a decision based on how I would feel about that. So I would feel some kind of way about your integrity of not who you are, but your integrity of, are you a truthful person to share what's going on in your life? So,
But that's probably exactly why they would withhold it, because probably wanting to control your reaction by not sharing information, by fear of how you're going to react.
But maybe they're embarrassed.
Could be.
Like,
but
what
do
if
you
they're
still think that's
embarrassed about
fair
that?
to
No,
withhold that information from me? And if we had the conversation, I'm a heterosexual woman, and
Right. If it came up, yes, he should tell.
right, but when we're in situations, don't we know that these are conversations that we would have when you get to know somebody? Like,
But
Well,
if it's somebody that
yeah.
had their past and you dealing with them at this point, do you then divulge everything you did in high school
I would
Right.
to
dive.
somebody that you didn't date? in
Well,
high
I would
school?
divulge to a man who was a straight heterosexual man if I slept with another woman or if I went that way.
Just to say
I
it?
would,
Just
yeah,
to-
because sometimes, people feel some kind of way if you've done some things or if you go, like, I don't want to admit, this is just me. This is just, let me put the camera on me
I was
so
gonna
people
say,
don't
can you
think,
turn that
yeah,
thing
this,
up?
turn that thing off me so people don't think it's me talking. I don't want to date a bisexual man.
Right.
I want to date a heterosexual man, right? I'm a heterosexual woman, and my preference is a man that does not have a desire to sleep with other men. Not that I have anything against men who sleep with, if that's what you do in the privacy of your own home, that's cool with me. But for my preference as a heterosexual woman, if I put that out there to you that I date men, and I found out somewhere along the line that you have other tendencies, I would probably be upset. I don't know if I would break up with you, but I will probably break up with you.
That's so funny that it's almost the sign of the times, because if we think about back then when we were in high school, did we even have these types of conversations?
No.
You know what I mean? It's so different now that we even think that way, because nowadays it's almost like if you're single and you're dating somebody, that's almost a question.
Right. Right.
You know, that's almost part of the conversation that you're having. And I'm married 33 years and I ain't out there, but I'm just saying, like, nowadays you have to have those conversations.
Wow.
And that's not something we did when we were younger. That wasn't even a part of the conversation.
Right. And that's the funny thing about the New You Nation Network is where you can view this show, Ladies Night In. We'll be live every first Saturday of the month. And this is where you can view shows like this because we are women of a certain age. And we don't necessarily just go with the flow. We don't judge, but we have a different standard of life and different experiences that we've had growing up. So these are questions now that we have to actually ask men.
Right.
And women have to ask women, and we're not used to that. So for this to pop up in our relationship would kind of be disturbing to us, but maybe not the next generation. So this is not a judgment call. It's just a fact of things that we go through as Generation X. And the New You Nation Network is for Generation X to have these real conversations of what the dating scene looks like for us now. Like, you have to ask people like, hey, well, what are you, this, that, or the other? And that's a valid question.
Right.
So we're going to go to our next question, and we hope that you're making some questions and have questions in the comments, or you're commenting. Y'all see comments? Because I don't have my glasses on. What are they saying, Laura?
Women with women do because that's what they into men too.
Ooh.
How many women supposedly had an experience when they were in college?
Wow. How many? Well, we ain't here to divulge our dirt.
Well, I mean, I didn't go to I didn't do the traditional route to college.
Okay, hold
so
on.
I can't even speak about the whole college experience.
Wow.
I was already a mom and working full time and taking care of my oldest son while I was taking classes at night. So I can't even say, that question aside, I can't even say, oh, I went to college with this person, I went to college with that person.
Right.
I went as an adult, I didn't make any friends. I went in, did my work, went to class, and went home.
And upgraded. Let me upgrade you.
And upgraded, absolutely.
So that is a valid answer. And again, we really are women of a certain age, so we're living in a time where people are expecting us to adjust to things that we don't necessarily need to adjust to, because we've been friends at this table. We've been friends for
friends that went to school, so don't say that. What that mean?
Who said that? But wait a minute, we've been friends for over 40 years.
Yeah.
And we've had sleepovers, we've had nights together, and I've never ever in my life with any of my good girlfriends of 40 years felt like I wanted to touch your breast or no, I'm serious. Like, now we have to be concerned about our children when they go to a friend's house, our grandchildren. When our children say, my daughter, she wants to go spend that, we have to be concerned with them experimenting with each other. And we never had that urge to want to experiment with each other, that we wanted to kiss each other or feel on each other.
Right. In our day, that was taboo. Like,
right.
We grew up where that was a no-no. It's wrong. These are just different times. I've adjusted, but people don't understand that when we grew up, that was just not heard of.
Right.
You know, I knew one gay person in high school, and he was trying to hide it.
Right.
And I didn't understand why. I have that in my family. We were never told that's what they were, but you can tell.
Right.
But it just wasn't talked about when we were growing up.
Right.
It's so much open now, which I like. I mean, people can do what they want. I don't care. If it doesn't affect me personally, I don't care what they do.
Right. Right.
But,
so this is like a healthy conversation for us as Generation X women, us as Generation X moms, us as Generation X dating, because this is really a different time for us. Us as Generation X professionals of how we have to carry ourselves, or what's appropriate to say and what's not appropriate to say, which would make you lose your job. Not that we're judging anybody, but the fact that we have an opinion of some things, or we've been raised a different way. They are funny. They're over there. Look at
reading the comments.
So we're gonna go to our next segment, which is in the news, ladies. So, do you guys know Lala Anthony and Carmelo Anthony?
Yes.
So Lala Anthony and Carmelo Anthony got married.
Wait, there's a question.
Yes.
Can you give advice to pull older women?
We not
Trey, you should call the shoulder gray table.
the gray table. No,
Gray table.
Thank
The
you
great
guys.
table talk.
Wait, thank you guys for tuning in. If you just tuned in, you're tuning to Ladies Night in INN, and we are here to have real conversations, and we're here to share with you and listen to you and understand. And we are on the New You Nation network on Saturday, the first Saturday of every month. So our next segment.
There's a comment that says, "I love learning from older women. Some rather shame than teach."
Oh, we're not trying to shame
Wait a minute,
anybody.
older women.
I'll take that. I'm an older woman.
Yeah.
Y'all go
wear
ahead
it.
and cut. Yep, y'all can cut. We're going to keep it moving. We have a camera crew with us today. This is live. We're going to keep going. They're going to come back in when they come back in. So our next segment is in the news. So we were talking about Lala Anthony and Carmelo Anthony. So I saw Lala on a Breakfast Club, and Lala said that being that her, whatever went on with her and Carmelo Anthony, she decided that she's never getting married again. So I feel like this as an older woman. I've been through some things, and I would never want to give a young man who was young when she met him. They got married young, because when he went into the NBA, he was young, and it was millions of dollars around him. So he may not have been the perfect husband. He may not have been the perfect man. He may not have been the perfect partner, right? So now she's saying she never wants to get married based on the experience that she had with Carmelo Anthony. So my question to you ladies is, would you allow a person who was just immature and as an individual would allow you to make decisions based on what happened with them? So I'm never going to get married because my ex, and I'm speaking from my own experience, I would never want to give him that power, right? Because I deserve to be loved. I deserve a husband. I deserve a lot of things that I want. So I would not want to give him that power. So how do you feel about her saying, I'm never going to get married based on the fact of what happened with her and Carmelo Anthony?
And I've never been married, but I don't agree with that. I've had some experiences in the past with my relationships, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to get into another relationship based on those experiences.
Right.
Because I do. For the same reasons that you just said. I deserve happiness. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be treated well. And I can't even say that it was always all their fault. Maybe I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted.
Preacher on. Give me the fan. I need to fan her. I need to fan her.
I'm sure that there were probably, if you ask any of my exes, I'm sure they have their own perspective about what went wrong in our relationship.
Come on.
It is what it is.
That accountability piece.
Exactly. You have to own up, because nobody's perfect. So you have to own up to your role in the breakdown of whatever it was.
Did y'all? Wait.
But when you know better, you do better.
Ooh.
So, you grow, you learn, you mature, and you do better.
Did we just have a master class on why you should not let someone have the ability to steal your joy? Because I feel like she's letting Carmelo steal her joy based on the fact that she had one bad experience with he's one man.
Right.
He's one man. I've had 3 serious relationships in my life. 3. And they were all long. Well, the last one wasn't that long. It was 3 years. But the other 2 were 13 plus years. She said, that's long. That ain't long to me. That's really not long to me. Like, if I could count it in months, it's not that long to me. But he was a flyby. That's the way I feel about it. I mean, I don't mean to say, why y'all gonna do that? I don't mean to say it like that, but 3 years is not a substantial amount of time.
What are you talking about?
3 years?
No names.
No name. You know, the last relationship that I had was only 3 years. Coming from 13-year relationships and 20-something year relationships, 3 years is nothing for me. 36 months is nothing for me. But I would never let those people have the power to say that I'm never going to get married because of what they did. They were 3 individuals that didn't know no better, especially my younger years. Carmelo and Lala were young when they got married. So Carmelo don't even deserve to be judged that way. He only knew what he knew back then. And you talking about a boy going into the NBA with millions of dollars from high school with millions of dollars and women throwing ass at them. Oh, she got pregnant early. Uh-oh. Come on, we about to bring the bar star over to the table to tell us some things that we don't know. But how do you feel about that, Keisha? Would you let the experience that you had with one man make you feel some kind of way about how you're going to move in your present?
No, but I was married for over 20 years.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
don't think I want to get married again, but not because of that experience. I mean, I can be happy without being married.
Oh.
I think it's just an individual choice. I don't give credit to the ex-husband for that choice. Maybe Lala is coming from that way. I don't know, but put it this way. I'm open to it, but I don't have to get married again.
But you're open to it. She said, I'm
open
never
to it.
going to get... If your boo said...
If a rich man says,
Oh!
let's get married.
We throwing Keisha out. Get out. Take your glass,
Is it the
Keisha.
first time for love, the second time for money?
Keisha, get out.
Oh my God.
Get your goddamn sister.
I think it's just an individual choice.
Oh my God. Laura.
I can't stop laughing at her.
Did she just say the first time for love, second time for money?
So I got married when I was 19.
Ooh.
So I was super young. And I think for anybody, you know, it ain't no magic potion and ain't no fairy dust. It's work, you know. And my husband was in a profession where he had a lot of attention, you know. So he wasn't no NBA star or nothing like that. But there were enough women side chicking or trying to side chick because they have no type of morals around. If they see something that looks good and in a uniform that got authority, they're gonna go after it. So, you know, it's really when you dealing with what, you know, my husband and I had a couple of classes on you know, marriage and our testimonies and stuff. And my thing is, if you carrying your baggage with you, like if you're breaking up and that whole relationship is done, and then you don't want to move on because you're still carrying them suitcases.
Come on, 33 years. How many years married?
33.
Come on, 33.
How are you gonna
That's
allow
your new
yourself
number
to
for your
ever-
jersey.
To ever be happy?
33.
You're gonna keep carrying them bags. Everywhere you go, you find a new boo, and oh, I got my 2 bags right here. So you got to deal with what, you know, he did 25 years ago. What you know, he did 10 years ago. Like, why are you carrying that? Because when you gonna be happy? When you gonna make yourself happy? You gotta let go of them suitcases, drop them, and keep it moving. Because at what point are you gonna live your life?
Wow.
You know, we only hear but a dust. Like, life is gonna like fly by you before you even know. You ain't gonna have an opportunity to be with anybody else. So why would you waste your time trying to make somebody else pay for somebody else's mistakes?
Woo! We pay and making other people pay for other people that. Where's our bar stars? Where's our bar stars? Come on over here. There they go. There they go. That's who's shaking up our drinks. Y'all got the shakers over there. The shakers up there. Look at here we go.
There it is.
We got our bar stars.
It's cute too.
Say hey.
Okay, cutie.
So wait a minute. Wait, come on over here now. Come on. We got a young bar
This
star.
my niecey poo.
How old are you?
This my niecey poo.
I'm 26.
She's 26. So you're a millennial or Gen Z?
I'm considered a millennial.
Or are you a geriatric Gen Z? Because the older millennials, older millennials are geriatric millennials. Like Jay is 38. They consider her a
I'm
geriatric.
towards the tail end of
A millennial. So
a millennial stops at 99.
Okay,
It
so
quite literally means the millennial.
so you was thinking, you was listening to us. You got what was you thinking?
I was listening to my fabulous Aunt Laura.
What was you thinking when you? What were you thinking?
And okay, for context, everybody here is my aunt besides Miss Tracy. But as
Don't be calling me Miss Tracy like I'm old. It's Trey. I ain't but 52 now. Don't be calling me no Miss nothing. That's like that's like the ouch. Here she goes. That's like the young guys that be like, hey, Miss, don't be calling me no Miss. Don't ever. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I digress.
But as a young woman, you know, in this generation, dating is very different. You know, we have social media, which adds a lot of pressure, even though we know it's not real life, but it still adds a lot of pressure. I'm not going to take away from that. We have dating apps. So dating is very, very different. So to hear from an older perspective, old and like being wise, not trying to call you old,
Thank you.
But
Because you saw your aunt. She
I'll
was
take that.
older, but being wise, because I believe old age comes with wisdom.
Yes.
And you guys should
Yes,
honor
it
that
is.
and not
Yes,
look
it is.
as old as a negative connotation.
That's right.
But I really appreciated what she said, saying like, you know, and like you can't let that one person
yes,
just
baby
ruin
girl.
that whole view, because if that's the case, I would still be holding on to what somebody did to me when I was 17.
Come on, baby girl.
Right.
Come
Who
on.
I am at 17.
We gonna let the babies
is
teach
who
us.
I'm not at 26, and who I'm at 26 is not going to be who I'm at 36.
Better not be.
And so it's different, and I believe people are here for your experience. They're not here for you to possess them.
Right.
So you just have to experience it. It's all about the journey, not the
Salute.
destination.
Come on. Wait. I got to clink a glass on this for the baby
Tink,
girl.
Tink, tink.
Come on. She got some good aunties
Tink,
around
tink.
her. She need a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And that is our bar star for the night. And she is listening and learning. And listen here. So, hey, Kim.
Hey.
I just want people to see this is Kim. This is Laura. And this is Keisha. Let me tell you something about Keisha. Keisha will slap you. Don't mess with Keisha, because Keisha is the one that will slap you. Makai, come on over here. We got to introduce our other bar star. Hey, Makai, let them know how old you are and what you do.
I'm 23. I'm a realtor.
Leave him alone.
So if you have any home, you want to buy a house?
Okay, can y'all let him talk? Those are the mother in the house.
Buy or sell. I'm here to help. Kim's my mom, and yeah, that's
I'm
my
his
guy.
favorite
So,
mom. I'm his godmother.
I hate them. Can he shine on his own? Maybe there's some women watching that don't want to know all that about y'all old heads. So, from the conversation that you've heard from a male perspective, is this something that stuck out for you?
In terms of like dating right now,
Yes.
I mean, I think I agree with what Brianna was saying. It's definitely interesting with how dating apps work. I feel like that's more of the norm right now than
Damn.
meeting someone out.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there's pros and cons. I think it's mostly cons, but
What are some of the cons? Because I don't go on dating apps because
it just feels impersonal. I feel like when you go on dating apps, it's more of like you see someone and then you're like, oh well, one swipe I can have the potential of seeing someone who's like this much better. So you're always comparing it to the last person.
Wow.
It's just not. It's not about connection. It's more about like seeing the possibility of the next swipe.
Oh my God. That's a whole show. The possibility of the next fight.
Offer too much instant gratification.
Oh wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
What? Come on, too much instant gratification. These some wise kids, right? And I don't mean to call y'all. Don't be mad if I call y'all kids. But they are wise because they want real personal interaction, and it's not a lot of young people who want that. A lot of our young people, we're nervous because we love our kids, our own kids. And when we try to guide and direct, it's like, you're trying to tell me what to do, but we really are like, there's other ways to meet people, like eye contact and body language, as opposed to swiping left, swipe. Oh, she's cute. She got a big butt. She's this. Instead of the personal, the personal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of takes away from everything that you get when you do meet someone out. And like you said, reading the body language, seeing it, like, what the
Shake it, girl.
Shake what your mama gave ya.
Shake what your mama gave ya. Shake what your mama gave ya.
She said that's
We
too
love
much
our
to
bar stars, and hopefully they'll be with us next month, but we'll have some other bar stars that are coming feature. We thank y'all. They back here shaking up our drinks, and they're gaining knowledge and wisdom. So we're going to go to our next segment, which is...
And giving knowledge and wisdom.
And giving... Yes, they are. I just learned some stuff. Drum roll for the next segment. Let me make sure I don't mess up my girl wooden table hitting it with my ring, because I don't want to get put out of this beautiful home. Segment 3 is if you knew what you knew now.
If you knew then.
If you knew then
What you know now.
Hold on. See, this is the grandma. Wait. I gotta tell them about Kim. I gotta tell them about Kim Geeby. We call her Geeby because she's our best friend. That was her nickname growing up. But let me tell you something about Geeby. She gonna correct me. If you knew then
all.
what you know now.
What you
know now. If you knew, See, we're not doing this. We're not doing this today. Can I drink my? If you knew then what you know now.
Correct.
They hate you already. She will correct your post on Facebook.
Take
that down.
She gotta be an English major.
She say take that down and fix your Facebook post. You spelled there wrong. I'm like, it's Facebook. She's like, I don't care.
But even if you want to spell something wrong, like me, I
On
like
purpose.
spelling stuff wrong.
No, you.
Yes, I do.
That's Keisha. Keisha likes to spell stuff wrong. I'm gonna put the camera on Keisha in 2 seconds. Let's get to our third segment, because we gonna be here every first Saturday of the month, and we're having a slumber party in January at Laura's house, and we hope that y'all will join us. But we will give you all the date. You gonna be there too? She said, "What? We are?
Yeah.
Our bar star said we are." So the next moment is, if you knew then
Because we could drink all night.
what you know now, what would you tell your younger self? And we're gonna spin the camera around to Kim.
The English major.
I would tell my younger self to look at all possibilities.
Oh, why would you tell yourself that?
Because don't just jump on the first thing that looks.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
That
I gotta
looks
drink
good.
my drink. I done jumped on the first thing that looked good too many times. I got this last baby. I didn't mean it. It looked good at the time. It was in the middle of the night. There was some Malibu.
There was some Malibu.
You was experimenting.
You have the right to not make a decision right away. You have the right to reserve your time, to reclaim your time.
Oh, shit. We getting
And
political up in
Take
here.
your time to make a decision.
I love it.
You don't have to give into the pressure.
I love it. You don't have to give into the pressure. Let's go around here to Laura. What would you tell your younger self if you knew then what you know now? What would you tell your younger self?
I think I would say trouble don't last always.
Woo! We done went biblical up in here. We got a scripture. Because I'm about to fall flat out on this floor with this drink in my hand. Because Jesus know we drink.
Trouble don't last always.
Ooh,
and,
wee.
you know, storms will come, but you'll get through it.
Wow.
You'll get through it.
Wow.
Has everything to do with patience, not jumping on the first thing, but knowing when you got something good, you stick to it.
Oh, shit, man. Okay. When you got something
You
good,
got something good.
stick to it. We're going to go over to Keisha. Turn your glass around. I can't see your
Okay.
name. Keisha. Kecia. Get it right.
Right. I would have told my younger self that too.
Oh.
Right. If I knew then what I know now,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, you's a bad bitch.
Oh.
I would have loved myself more. I would
Wow.
have told myself then to love myself more.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm about to cry because I agree with that.
She is a
I'm
bad
come.
bitch.
She's a bad bitch. That's what she said. And you know what? We don't even really be cursing.
He said yes.
Y'all go ahead and read the comments over there. But I would tell my younger self.
Weeping may endure for a night.
Come
but
on
joy
now.
cometh in the morning.
Lord,
Laura.
Y'all, Aunt Laura. That's it. We the aunties. Oh shoot, we the aunties. So if I knew then what I know now, what I would tell my younger self, I would tell my younger self, listen to your mother. She know way more than what you think she knows, and half the stuff that you've been through, you wouldn't have went through if only you would have listened to her. Even though you thought she was trying to tell you what to do, she really was trying to protect you and lead, guide, and direct you away from the potholes and the dead ends and the pitfalls that she went through. And I appreciate everything she ever said to me, even though I thought she was nuts. At times she said, "Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?" It's never too late. Yes, it's never too late to make a U-turn. Tracy, don't nobody owe you nothing, not even an apology. These are the things that my mother told me along my journey, and I'm like, why don't you be quiet? Why don't you be quiet, lady? And everything has come to pass in my life where I'm having these moments where I'm like, wow, my mother told me that. And if only I had listened in that moment. But I would also tell my younger self, it's your journey. You're going to make some mistakes and be forgiving to yourself. So,
You hear that, Makai? Your mother knows best.
She said she crying.
Your godmother knows best.
I say 50-50.
What? No, I'm saying in that same aspect. That's why I added on the end of it that I knew that even though my mother knew these things, and it taught me to release my children to say, no matter how good your intentions are as a mom, and to know that you want the best for them and you don't want them to go through these things, they have their own journey.
They gotta go through it.
Right?
They have their journey.
And y'all know my struggle that I'm going through right now with my oldest son.
Mm-hmm.
But to have acceptance and peace of mind, as Laura said, joy comes in the morning.
Amen.
And going through something as tragic, or as traumatizing as it is as a mother, I get it that my son, I've instilled in him to protect him, to guide him, to lead him, to know that his journey is for his story, to be able to have a testimony for other people and his children. So the release for me was, yeah, you knew your mother was right. And one day, like you're saying, Mommy was right. One day he's going to say, if only I had listened.
Yeah.
But he might be saying that now.
He might be.
He might be saying that now.
In his
but
pride.
pride make you do some
That's one of the
Crazy
7
stuff.
deadly sins. We're going to go into the 7 deadly sins. Oh, my. So, again, this is Ladies Night In. If you just tuned in, we hope that we will see you next month. We're here every first Saturday of the month to just share, grow, and learn. As women over 50, there's a lot of young shows out on podcasts. There's a lot of young shows out, and we love our young people. But as our baby girl Bree over there said, the wisdom. We just want to spread the wisdom and the knowledge, not to judge, not to make you do something you don't want to do, but to listen and put it in the back of your mind to say, let me listen to that. I don't have to take everything, but let me understand that they have our best interest at heart. So we're going to go to our last segment, which is our closing segment, and it's the message to the masses.
One comment I would tell younger self, don't pour so much into other people. You have nothing for yourself.
Woo! Y'all got anything else over there? Any more comments? You can scroll down.
Blessings over the 70s.
Blessings over the 70s. What?
We love all the positivity coming.
We do. So we're going to go on to our last segment, which is our closing message. It's our closing segment, message to the masses. So I'm going to ask each lady around the table. We are the ladies. It's Ladies Night In, and these are our ladies. So I'm going to ask each lady, out of everything we talked about tonight, what message would you like to leave with the people who are tuned in right now? And we're going to go to KECIA. Keisha.
The message I would leave to everyone tuning in right now, live your life.
Oh.
Life is short.
Life is short.
Be kind, but live your life.
Wow. That's
That's
good.
what I say.
That was good. Laura.
I think the message I would say is we're just regular people, just sharing thoughts with each other because we love each other and we can do this whether we're in front of a camera or not. So
and this is what we
not
do.
Putting on a show for nobody. We just talking truth, you know, from our inside. So whatever we say, take it with a grain of salt, run with it, or turn off your camera and move on to something else. But you know, we just here to share with each other, people with wisdom, people with experience, and we hope you guys, somebody can take a piece of a nugget and take it along with you.
We gangsta over here. She said if you don't like it, then don't tune in no more. We don't care. Because we're going to do this the first Saturday of the month anyway at Geeby House. We're not going to give you all an address.
We want to make sure we helping people grow.
Yes.
That's at the end of the day. We want to make sure we helping people somehow. That's
I
what
love
we're here.
that. Oh, God, yes. Kim.
I would say love yourself first.
Mm.
And make sure while you're loving yourself, you're teaching people how to treat you.
Lord Jesus, not teach people how to treat.
Because what you put up with is what people take away when they're learning how to treat you and learning what level of respect to give you. Love yourself first.
I do.
Listen here. Again, because she a bad bitch. And you know what? We really just having a good time. And what I would like to leave with the masses, or my final thought would be, life is good. And if your life is not good, it's because you're not making your life good. because you have a choice to allow who you want in your home, who you don't want in your space, and it is your choice. You are the captain of your ship. And so many people are not accountable for where they are in their life right now. Be accountable for who you are, where you are. If you don't like where you are where you are based on your choices. And if you don't like where you are, make better choices. So we hope we will see you next month. I was about to say next week. You knew I was about to say next week. But we hope to see you next month and every first Saturday of the month. Tomorrow we'll be in a new location, which is They don't need to know that. We need our bar stars to come over here because we need to thank them tonight, not only for serving us, but we need to thank them for their wisdom and their knowledge at this young age. Clap it up for Makai and Bree. Thank y'all so much. We got our camera people in here. We got to show them. I'm sorry, I got to show love to all my people. Jess, come on up. Wait, don't be sitting over there trying to act. Oh, wait. I can't.
You got him.
I got him. This is our camera crew. Wait a minute. Jesse, where can they find you guys if they want video, they want your services? Because we are here to grow businesses.
Digital Boy Filmworks at Instagram.
Digital Boy Filmworks. Get out, give our people some work. So good. Say good night, Keisha.
Good night.
Say good night.
Good night.
All right, that's it.
Good night. We'll see you next month. Same time, same place. We love you. Peace and blessings. Just remember, you deserve the best. Yes, I'm talking to you. You deserve the best. Now go get it. Peace and blessings, and we'll see you soon.
Everybody just let me get a quick face of everybody.
Oops. Wait, we still live. We still live.
Just
Oh.
keep